Oh.
I know.
Good morning.
Oh, good.
Morning.
Good morning.
Hi.
Hi. I'm Aisha Praught-Leer. I'm back with my buddies, Eric and Mitch. How are
You're back.
you?
We missed you.
God, this feels good.
God, just like the good old days, right?
Yeah, wow.
Just
real,
like
real
'em.
throwback. Mm.
How
So
are you? I feel like I haven't seen you in like a week. What's going on?
you tell me. You've seen a lot of us.
Okay. Well, I have two searing questions. One, how was Sumo?
Oh wow, Sumo is a blast. It's shockingly intimate.
It seemed like you were really up in the crack. Like you were close.
Oh yeah, we were what's the name of the wahashi? That's what not the diaper, but the what they wear on the bottom. That's which is directly up in the crack. That was us. It was a lot of fun. It wasn't really like a full-on sumo match, which I was hoping for. I wanted,
Was it just like an exhibition?
it was an exhibition. They were teaching us kind of about sumo, and yeah, it was more of like just a beginner's guide to sumo. But I was hoping, let's get some.
You wanted a full blown.
I want a
Yeah,
full
you wanted the
blown. I
experience.
want these guys going at it.
Yeah.
But honestly, it would have been too. If you were sitting front row and they were really going at it, you would have been in danger. I mean, because the first seats
Getting
were
smushed?
directly. You would be close to getting smushed. Yeah, you were right in the ring. But that would have been.
Wow.
That's what I wanted.
You want to be.
Yeah.
I wanted to be smushed.
You want to be
kept
right
making
under that.
Yeah,
And sweat on.
Yeah.
yeah. I want to get us a little sumo sandwich. But Talia Brooks was front row, and she probably didn't want that.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But
Did you
no,
learn some moves?
Yes, actually, we did learn some moves. We learned. We didn't really. It wasn't like they weren't bringing people into the crowd and giving tutorials. It was more of like, here are the rules. You can't touch the ground. No touching of the face and hair, just like an anchor man. Things like that. So it wasn't really necessarily doing moves, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. Great day. And Mitch missed. You weren't there.
I missed it, unfortunately. I saw a video of Paulie up there.
Paul
having a crack.
He got in the ring. Peyton Otterdahl got in the ring, and I was thinking like these sumo guys who are basically just performers for the day, and they take in people from the crowd to kind of give them a go, right? See how strong they are. And then you've got Paulie, and you've got Talia Brooks was in there just kind of joking around. And then all of a sudden, Peyton Otterdahl steps in there, and he's like bigger than the sumo guys. And the wrestler that he's going against definitely in his head was like, what the fuck, man? Like, I'm going to get embarrassed. Like, this guy's I might just get embarrassed by this guy at my place of work.
At my own. This is my establishment.
Yeah. So, but no, Peyton kind of just played around, and then politely stepped out of the ring. But I was like, and part of me I'm like, let's go.
So if it was an all out battle.
There was no. There was
no. If it was,
if it was,
you reckon it would honestly you would have over toppled him? Yeah.
It would have. I'm not just gonna say on his first go in the sumo ring, Peyton would have taken this. But it would have been the guy would have had his hands full for sure.
Okay.
He also didn't go. There was one guy who was enormous. And then there was another, and then Peyton went against the apprentice who was still in his growing phase. He hadn't put on the weight necessary to really.
He wasn't drinking enough milk.
One guy was genuine. One guy had just so much mass on him. And then this guy, yeah, he looked young, like probably early 20s, and he just wasn't. When they brought him out, I'm like, this guy. This guy's at race weight. He's not at sumo weight.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, like this guy's been cut. This guy was cutting for the summer, and the other guy was in a heavy bulk. And Peyton Otterdahl went up against. Yeah, Peyton Otterdahl went up against the twig, and so I was like, this isn't going to be good for him. But yeah, it was a very fun day. And yeah, you would have loved it. You would have had a very fun time.
I would have really enjoyed that. My second question. Are you ready for it?
Yeah. What'd you at? What, sorry?
Are you ready for my second question?
Oh
yeah,
yes.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Do you know what you're doing to these women with your daily recap from bed?
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
Yes, I do.
I have now been receiving more messages on your behalf, inquiring about one, are you purposefully inciting riots within the the female community of track fans? But the ladies are back. The ladies have fallen into your thirst traps. Yeah, well, my DMs were quiet for a while, but now you've seen you've incited the women.
I like how they DM you. They don't DM me.
Oh, it's too nerve-wracking to DM you.
They still you're my they respect the rules that you're my pimp. They're like, I can't go right to Eric. That's not how this works. I got it. I don't want to upset his pimp.
You can, ladies, go right to the source. I love to see it. But I do think you can just slide right into those DMs. Like if you're posting, like I wouldn't be able to post like a shirtless from bed every day video with my like sensual voice talking. It's
literally
about
neck up.
Yeah, but you're still in bed.
There's a lot.
You're creating the illusion of what's going on under there.
I'm like, yeah.
And when Eric, everyone
you know exactly
knows
what
you're
you're
naked.
doing.
Like you've already said this. You've already
use your
told
imagination.
the entire world you're naked in bed. So everybody knows what's happening. Mitch, back me up. This is
Derek
this is a thirst trap.
He knows exactly. He plays this like dumb little character. He's like, oh, so innocent and innocuous. I'm just trying to do it for track and field. It's like you could just sit at a table and put some clothes on. And you wake up. First thing, it's like, damn, husky voice is on. Let me talk about track and field. Yeah.
So, honestly,
last night was a bit.
You should see me trying to record it. You should see me trying to record it. So, like, it takes me so long to do. Like, I wake up and I'm like, I can't think. And I'm like, okay, so I'm trying to think about what happened on the track. And then I'm like, 15 takes later, I'm like, look, we've got to get this out before we go to breakfast.
Point being, you know exactly what you're doing.
Look, I'm gonna start getting more and more. I'm gonna start showing more and more.
Just
for the rest
lower.
of me.
Yeah. A little lower.
Yeah.
Just a little lower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have an OnlyFans link in the bio. They're like OnlyFans.
Can I get a cut of that?
OnlyFans detected, opinion rejected.
Yeah.
What? What does that even 15.
Yeah, you're out of it. You're
on the nice algorithm.
You're so innocent.
Yeah, you're on the nice algorithm.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you don't even get it at all.
Yeah.
No, unfortunately not.
Thank God Mitch and the boys are in the room, or else it'd be just dead silent in here.
You can decode it to me later. You can send me a couple of DMs
Yeah,
that'll wreck
Aisha
my
would get
algorithm.
cut.
But
She'd have to
I
get
just
the
want to
cut.
be in
The
the
pimp
know.
gets the cut, right? Aisha gets a percentage of
That's
any
what I'm
OnlyFans
saying.
earnings.
Thank you,
Yeah, for
Mitch.
sure. Except I'm not.
Thank
She's
you.
not passing along any of the clients.
Okay. All right.
She's taking all the cuts.
Yeah. Well.
Anyway, okay. Now
She's vetting them.
yeah.
She's vetting them.
So track and field, huh?
Yeah. It's been some crazy days. We haven't spoken in a while. I'm really glad that you've rehashed a lot of my thoughts. I'm back. I was trolling FanDuel a little bit, just seeing what's out there. Wanted to get a couple opinions. I'm excited. I'm excited about the future, but I'm still a little shook from the Cole Hawker DQ. It's really messing up the odds. I'm not sure where do we even start? Where do we even go? We could start with the women's 15 this morning.
Well,
That
you
seems
tell
like
me.
it was
You
yesterday.
how about this?
I'm curious on these.
Yeah, you can start. Yeah. You can start wherever you want, and we'll follow your lead. I mean, you haven't.
Okay, let's start with 15.
You haven't talked about it yet. Yeah, we've done nothing but talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 mornings in a row, I'm in my bathrobe, jumping up and down, screaming, with my dog, just an empty house. I was really worried for Jess Hull for a moment, but I'm glad she pulled it off. I'm really glad she pulled it off.
You and me both. It was giving shades of Zurich for a period there in the final 60 meters, and you just had this sick feeling in your stomach where you're like, oh my God, it's going to fall just shy. But yeah, thank God she held on. I mean, she couldn't have run that race any better than the way that she did, I think, in terms of tactics. And to the point that we talked about it, I don't even know what tactic you could ever, clearly last night showed there's no tactic in the world you could throw at Faith that's going to rattle her. But yeah, I was nervous. She said it even after. She's like, I actually think the Zurich experience was good for me because it kind of, I don't know, gave me a little bit of insight into what this might feel like. And obviously it came up again last night. But yeah, I was with you, Aisha. I was feeling sick with the final 50. I was so nervous.
It was so wild. It was so wild. And yeah, I'm just the whole end of the race was just so heartwarming. Like the dog pile of all the ladies exhausted on the track, seeing camera cuts to Beatrice Chibet with a single tear rolling down her face. It was amazing. We're having great races. I mean, I've been consuming the media that I can throughout the day, as I think all of the corporate people in America are, just like having a tab open at all times and moving the window when someone comes and walks by your desk, but just trying to stay on top of like what all the athletes are saying. And I thought that Nikki's mentality after the race was so admirable. Just that success doesn't happen overnight, and the incremental movements forward are super important. And I think that looking at Nikki's trajectory really reminds me of Jess from a few years back, of just like working the way through the field. You come fifth, and then the next year, I guess the World Championships is in another 2 years, but you've got World Ultimate next year, which is a big opportunity. But really, really happy to see that. I think it's hard when you set such a high goal for yourself when you don't achieve it. And I think we see a lot of athletes in the sport get really down. Really, it's sad, when athletes are incredibly critical of themselves, like in the moment. I think it's hard in a lot of ways that if you don't medal or you don't win, it feels like a failure. But to see someone very quickly and immediately find a glimmer through what was, not achievement of the A goal was really special.
Yeah, no, it was a wild race. I'm trying to think what else happened yesterday. The
men's
Oh my God, Sydney! What'd you think about
800s.
Sid? What'd you think about Sydney?
Oh my gosh, so wild. And also shutting it down. It seems like she just kind of eased off and
She did. Oh yeah,
smiled
she definitely did.
a
That's
little,
amazing that
like,
was a
Yeah.
okay,
US record.
that's it. Like, I cannot I can't imagine what we're gonna see in the final. It was incredible. It was truly incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that decision to run the flat fours never looked smarter.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, that was like to break. I didn't realize when she was running it that it was an American record. I would just always imagine because you think America and the 400, you're like, that record must just be impossible. It won't be touched. What was it? Was it an 18, 19-year-old record or something?
19.
19. And she just walked the dog in the park, just walked through and smoked it. She's got to be the heavy, heavy, heavy FanDuel favorite for the final.
She is. It's I've seen heavier favorites, but yeah, minus
What you got
900
you got it
for
pulled up
Sydney.
right now?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Especially after the Beamish win and
Oh my God.
the residual DMs just rolling in about people's bets and their winnings.
What was he paying?
Now,
What were his odds?
it was
22
plus
plus
2200.
Yeah.
Oh
I was talking
So
with
people
Matt
that
about it. I
bet
kept
$25 won 575, and that was a common bet amongst the folks.
Yeah.
Wow, surely so many coffee club fans would have
Yeah.
just raked in cash.
No, yeah, we were getting all these
Yeah.
DMs about how much money we won people, and I was like, I forgot to bet.
Yeah, you're like, missed the memo.
I was like, this is when we should ask for a cut.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Can you?
yeah, it wasn't
You
good.
can't bet from Japan, can you? No, sports betting's illegal. there,
VPN.
right?
I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
Here we go. Yeah, here's Mick.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you can't.
He's like, where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah.
Okay, I can do anything.
Text some friends.
Yeah.
Take some friends back home. Everyone knows somebody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your friends back home. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I also can't bet, but I can't bet on track and field, like, as a rule. But I'm really happy that a lot of people made money on that. So back to the 400 is Sydney at minus 900, and then for gold medal winner, Salud Nasser plus 1,000, Mary Lady Paulino plus 1,300, and then it just goes crazy after that. And women to win a medal, it looks like the favorites are Salwa, Sydney, and Mary Lady. And then after that, it's Amber Annie and Aisha-Pryce. But yeah, Sydney's got it. I mean, I don't know how you compete with that. It was incredible execution, so much finesse, power, and yeah, what are you going to do? Can't beat her.
I agree. Yeah, she just looks so smooth. She's such an incredible athlete, isn't she? Just even the way she carries herself is just so clean and considerate and just takes care of business and is very I feel like a lot of athletes sometimes have an issue with saying no, and that's such a common question in the mix zone. It's like, what have you learned this year? It's like, oh, when I talk to a senior athlete, they tell me the importance of saying no or whatever, and she just gets through and just does her thing.
They're like, what have you learned this year? And she goes, no.
Yeah, but it's true. Like, so many athletes take so much time to do other stuff.
No. Next question.
She's like,
next
no.
question.
Yeah, I respect it.
Yeah. Anytime she hears a question, she doesn't like it. Just no.
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 No, not that
Honestly,
one.
if that happened to me, I would never show my face again. I'd be like, I'll see
If you
myself
got if you got a hard no,
Really?
If I got a hard no.
yeah.
From Sydney.
Do you think if she wins? So let's say she wins the 400 in record time. Do you think she's just going to keep moving, switching different events, and she wins?
I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're seeing a Michael Jordan of our time, like a true great in the sport. And in my mind, it's a gotta catch 'em all Pokemon scenario of like, if you have the ability to be the best in all these events, like, why not prove it? I think it's so sweet. If I was even an ounce of that talented, I would be trying to do that in every possible event.
Are you a Pokemon girl?
Eric, think about that.
You
Yes.
definitely are.
Big
Yeah.
Pokemon girl.
Oh wow, you'd love it here.
You would love it. You would love it here.
Yeah.
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 They have like,
I was like
Ash
so
Ketchums all over the place.
perfect. I had like binders full of Pokemon cards that I kept in like the baseball cards sheaths.
Did you have a
Like I would never
have a hologram Charizard?
Of course. I had hologram Mewtwo. I had Japanese hologram Mewtwo. I had all of the I had them all. Like I was a freak. Like I really
The look she gave me.
Yeah, I'm like, excuse
Daggers.
me.
You don't they have a
Yeah, they
hologram
were
Charizard?
alphabetized. They were organized by hologram, organized by Japanese. Like I was an elite Pokemon girl.
You still got him?
Here's what's really upsetting. My mom gave my Pokemon card stash without my consent to someone, and when these came back in like the pandemic and were selling for so much money, I lost out. I could have bought so much land, so many homes, but no, alas, it got given to like a cousin with boogers, and they're never to be seen again.
I hate that booger cousin. I hate him.
You're like, Mom, do you know how much? Do you know how many acres you just gave away?
That is generational wealth in a binder. And now little booger boy's got him.
College fund.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rubbing his hands all over him. Gonna be worth nothing now.
Yeah.
So one day you just came back and your entire binder of that you had organized by, you said you had Japanese, you had different, you had all of them, and you just come back and they're gone. And your mom's like, hey, I just bought a piece of property.
My mom's like in Aspen on an estate.
Yeah.
No, it was only upon inquiry I learned that they were gone. I'm not salty about it at all.
One day you were like, I'd like to browse through my binder. Mom, where is it? And she's like, oh, about that. She's like, yeah, but look at my new pool.
Yeah.
Let's see. What do we have on the docket for today? Or I guess for you tomorrow.
Okay, so
oh my god.
Yeah, so for we have the men's 15, women's steeple. And I do want to talk about the 800s because I've got the men's because I have some thoughts. I have some FanDuel thoughts. I'm gonna start there because that's like in a few. We got some beats, but I just want the people to know.
Yeah.
I want the people to know.
We gotta stop plugging FanDuel. Okay, because we're giving them so much good free ads.
An unknown betting website where you can do your own independent research.
Yeah.
Has who I think I have changed. Wanyoni is probably the favorite, but I've changed my tune on who else I think might medal. They have Donovan at negative odds, but I think that I was talking to a friend today who was hyping Sajadi, and I don't disagree. I think Sajadi and Muhammad Adatui are nice value at plus 130 and plus 170. I think they'll medal.
You think both of them will medal?
I kind of do. Like, I think obviously this top 5 little group is elite, but I liked the 212K I saw earlier this summer from Adatui, and I think Sajadi's been milking it a little bit in the Diamond League. I think he's been flying under the radar.
No, he's been playing dumb. He's been lulling them into a false sense of security. He did look really good. I'm big on Max Bergen.
Max Bergen.
I really like Max.
Mac couldn't stop talking about Max Bergen.
You like Mac?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
he
really
looked so
like
good
him.
in Mac. Was that Brussels that he looked incredible in the Diamond League, or was that
Max nodding yes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where is he on this?
He's like 5th on there, I think, maybe 6th.
I'm like, you tell us.
Yeah,
Max Bergen. Oh yeah, he's at negative odds. Minus 125. That's probably appropriate. Yeah.
So the semis are today.
How are you feeling about Donovan? No, yes.
Are they not?
Yes.
Yeah. Wow, what a night ahead. Jeez.
Yeah, geez. Tonight's my my naked recap in bed's gonna be hectic.
Thirst trap's gonna be sweaty tomorrow.
Fire. Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel great about Donovan. You see, I mean, how could you see anything but
Silky smooth excellence.
yeah, Don's plus
win.
430 to win. I like those odds.
God, that would just be.
You do?
I mean, Don looks great. How are you gonna?
Aisha looks so excited by that when you said, "I like those." She's like, "Yeah, you like that?"
She's like, "Bet." She's like, "Bet."
Okay,
Bet. Put money
wow,
on it.
yeah.
Put money on it.
How much
Yeah.
do you like it?
Yeah.
Put a quantifiable value on how much you like that, Eric.
She's like,
Put a quantifiable value.
I'll Venmo you.
Yeah.
You go through your VPN.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Mitch knows a guy. Go through him.
Let's
see
get
what
rich.
the odds are.
Let's get rich. My mom sold my Charizard. Okay.
It's like she needs a new pool house. Real
Yeah.
bad, Eric, to go with the Charizard pool.
But what did you think about Don?
I think it looks great. I just, God, the Cinderella story is almost like, I don't know. I don't want to put the expectation on that he needs to medal for this to be a success. I think he's sort of already won in the scenario, but I wouldn't put it past him. I mean, I think he looks great. I think he has all the skills and all the tools, but I just don't want to tee up this storyline to be like, if he doesn't medal, then we go home devastated, because I'm already celebrating Donovan so hard.
Oh yeah, I mean, it was a success as soon. It's a success to even come back at all.
Yeah.
Right. But then you see USA's that performance, winning the US champions. That's the story right there. But it is tough because, like, I'm thinking about, Cooper Lukenhaus, and unbelievable year. But it is because we can say, it's not about this meet. It's not about this meet, but like, it's a recency. This whole sport is, what have you done for me lately? And it does, like Cooper kind of went out and didn't race like everybody was hoping he would. And he's going to have to, live with that until the next time he steps on the track, which could be a while.
Mm.
But, Don's such a competitor, and if he goes out there and doesn't live up to not even us but his expectations, him along with everybody else is gonna be hungry for more. It's just it's the American consumerism in us. It's like we need more. It's never enough. You should see, like, us going through Japan, like we're like Godzilla stomping through these tiny little restaurants. I'm like, we need more. We need bigger portions. We need more appetizers, more this. They're like, please stop yelling. And like, I need, feed me.
It's true. When I've been in Japan, I felt like truly the Incredible Hulk, and I'm not very large. Like, I once got a manicure in Tokyo, and all I could think of was how disgusting I am. I was just looking at my arms with like all my rippling muscles and like my like very fine arm hair, but I truly felt like a horrible beast because I was jacked.
You gave them your hand, and they looked at it and they go, "Holy shit, that thing's huge! Look at these mitts." They were like, they needed they needed two people to hold your hands up.
Hold up my hand.
They're
Yeah,
like, wow.
I really
They're like
did.
taking photos with it.
Yeah.
They're like, look at
I felt
this
like I could,
freak.
if I just grabbed the lady's hands, I could have just crushed them.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's tough. It's tough. Just, I mean, for you, Eric, it's good for your self-esteem and your ego. You just want to be bigger and get larger, but you go to another country and you realize, like, maybe I'm big enough.
It's good.
I'm big enough.
It's good. It's good for your self-esteem. I'm walking around America just in like crippling like doubt and self-esteem, and now Aisha's like, this trip will be good for you. This is good. Spend some more time over there. No, but then I go to then the first thing I do is go to a sumo place, and I'm like, I gotta get bigger. I gotta get. I'm like, these poor. They brought over. We were out to dinner, and they brought over these chicken wings. And when I say the wings were, I'm like, these aren't chicken wings. This isn't the GMO chickens I know and love. I'm like, where are the steroids in this chicken? They were. I'm like, we're gonna need at least quadruple this amount of chicken wings. The guy actually, the owner of this little shop, when we were putting in food, he just kept saying, he's like 4 order of those, or he'd be like, oh yeah, we'll do order the noodles. And he's like, you should do 3 or 4 orders of the noodles. And we were like, we will. I was like, this guy knows how to sell. He could hear us from like 1,500 feet away from his shop, and he was like, these guys, I gotta have these guys sit down. He wasn't even open yet. His restaurant wasn't open yet, and he ushered us in. He was like, I don't open for an hour, but for you guys, I'll open early and I'll fire up the grill because
he like sent a family member to the market to get more food.
Oh.
He sent a message to his wife, and he said, we're gonna be okay.
It's okay that your mom sold your Pokemon cards. We have these fatties in here, and we're gonna
like,
light it up.
I've got a table of 8 Americans. We're gonna have generational wealth.
Japanese food is so good, though. Today I went to lunch with a friend and got some ramen just to try to feel something, to feel like I'm with you guys. It wasn't as good, I'm sure, but
went right to your hands.
It went right to my hands. No. Okay.
Shit.
I'm back on my unnamed betting website thinking about the men's 1500.
Sorry, I got to dip as well, guys. I gotta leave you there.
No.
I got to do work. Crazy. I'm going straight to that ramen joint. I'm going to try and kickstart this guy's next bit of wealth. Holy shit. Aisha, so good to see you.
Good
Eric.
to see you, Mitch. You're doing great work.
I'll see you soon.
Yeah.
See you guys soon.
All right. See you, bud.
See you in a couple hours. We'll be here.
Hold on. Let's talk about the let's talk about the men's 15.
Okay, men's 15. Here is my general take on all of the racing I've seen. I think from my vantage point, I'm seeing people have one less move than they're used to. I don't know if it's the wet bulb temperature. I don't know if this is the last meet of the season and some folks have been racing for a long time. I'm not sure if it's a combination of that, but we've seen this now a few times of people reaching for that next gear that they're used to having and it not being there, kind of the Grant Fisher scenario, almost Jess Hull this morning, just some situations where you're like, not everybody looks the same as they normally do. So I think that might have some effect in the men's 15. And I mean, even thinking to Cole Hawker, we're just not seeing as many explosive last 50s than as we normally do. Like people aren't looking as fiery in the last 100. So I think that 2 forces will be at play here. One is tactical prowess, because we don't have a Jakob Ingebrigtsen, and we're seeing a lot of guys forget how to run tactical races. So tactical prowess. And then I want to lean a little bit toward an athlete that hasn't raced a lot all year. And I think Laros has it. I like Jake Whiteman.
Yeah. Whiteman's look great.
Whiteman looks great.
Whiteman looks great. What's that website you're looking at say?
Laros minus 1,000. Kerr
Minus
minus
1,000.
425.
This is to medal or to win?
To win a medal.
To win
Do you
a medal.
want to
Okay.
win?
No.
Okay, to
Yeah,
win
let's
a
do the
medal.
win.
To win. Okay. Laros minus 165. And then it just goes crazy. Josh Kerr plus 280. Reynolds Chariot plus 1,000. Jonah Koech plus 1,400. Jake Whiteman plus 1,500. Tim Chariot plus 2,000.
Jake Whiteman plus 1,500. That's not bad. That's not bad at all right there. Jake's look great. I mean, I think it's going to be fantastic. Jake's look great. Josh Kerr. I mean, Josh Kerr is just a guy that shows up to these big races. I like how Josh has looked, especially with Hawker out. I think Kerr's getting a medal. Right, it just depends the color. Laros is getting a medal too. Man,
seeing Jonah Koech race at the U.S. trials, I would say, like, yeah, he's a huge threat to a medal. But watching him in these championships, he's sitting pretty far back in these rounds. And I don't think, given what we've seen, that is a necessarily helpful strategy if you have one less match to burn, sort of overall in all fields.
It's going to take, I think it's going to be a lot different from the women's 15. I don't think this is going to be a fast race. I think this will be a pretty conservative sit and kick type of race. And maybe it's a hard last 600, but I could see it being, a genuine 340 with a being bunched at the bell and a hard kick. And that's when Jonah Koech is going to need to, because you can't afford to make mistakes at this level in this field. You have to be tactically very sound, and that's where guys like Josh is very tactically sound, doesn't usually make a lot of mistakes, will be in the right place at the right time. And I think a lot of people are going to be keying off of him. I think even though like Laros is maybe the favorite, in these odds books and things, like because of he has a incredible last 200, last 150 off seemingly whatever pace.
Any
so
pace.
I think,
yeah.
But he's not necessarily like the guy who is going to be. He's just going to be sitting back. He's not going to be pushing it. He's not going to be making the hard moves. Now we got Timothy Chariot in there, right? Maybe he's in there pushing it. Maybe he's making it harder from the gun, or maybe just farther out than other guys are willing to do. But I don't know what type of pace it's going to be. Well, Aisha, what is Philstrom to win a medal? I guess it's Pilstrom.
Plus 3,300.
Okay, so this is the bet. This is the Jordy Beamish bet. This is the
I think the Jordy Beamish bet is Koskinen.
Okay. Now what's Koskren's odds?
Plus 1,400. Plus 1,400 to win a medal.
But I mean, Pilstrom, those numbers are.
Yeah, that's a juicy number.
It's worth putting something on. It's worth hedging your bets a bit and spreading some dollars around the board.
Yeah. Spread a couple shuffles.
And this isn't. We're just turning so hard into just a gambling advice show.
But it's so fun. I mean, we haven't had.
It's fun.
In the U.S., not that I know of, we haven't had mainstream betting.
We need to start cooking up more parlays.
I don't really know how to do that. But yeah.
Go cut the shit, Aisha. I don't know how to do that.
People are like getting so excited about you and your morning recaps, and I'm just like getting that excited about FanDuel.
You're like, oh, I don't really do parlays, and you've got like so many parlays in the works.
I have like a board over here with this like string.
Yeah, it's the Charlie Day meme and that's you explaining parlays to people. But so that's going to be a fantastic. That's just one of the big races tonight. I mean, that's the biggest race of the night for sure.
That's the biggest race. Yeah.
What else is on the schedule?
You have women's steeple.
Great race.
All of the Americans went through to the final, which this is the first time it's happened in a while, right?
Yeah. I mean, probably since I'm thinking like Colleen, Courtney Frerichs, Emma Coburn type of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Or no, did Courtney Wayment make the Olympic final in 2021? Courtney Emma? Or was it?
No,
maybe not. Yeah, it's been a while.
Constantine, yeah.
It was Val. It was Val. You're right.
So is that so that's on the docket. Men's 200 the first round today? Yeah.
Today
Mitch was talking about gout at breakfast, and there's only one reason to be Mitch can't shut up about gout.
Yeah, we didn't even touch on his guy this morning yet.
Yeah.
You have men's triple, men's jab, women's pole vault final, which will be great. Women's and men's 200 heats. You have men's long jump final, women's 400-meter hurdles semifinal, same on the men's side, and then women's steeple final, men's 15 final to end the night.
Big night. What time is it? What time do you so for you it's at what, like 7 in the morning?
So the program starts at 4:05. I haven't been waking up before 6. I wake up at 6. I catch what I can. So
that's okay. We know you're not a morning person.
I'm doing my best. Today was really a struggle. I had to get the garbage bins out. It was a whole thing.
You had to take out the trash?
Yes, that's a blue job. I don't do that.
That's you're like, this sucks. This sucks so much. I don't like this at all. I gotta lug these big old hands down, take out the trash.
Yeah.
I'm in it's the morning. I haven't even woken up yet.
I don't actually do that much around the house, it turns out, because now that it's just me and I'm doing all these damn chores, it's so hard.
Yeah, you're a trophy wife.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
And I'm realizing it now. So I'll get up at 6. I'll catch the 400-meter hurdle semis, the steeple, and then the 1500, and then I will sprint to my commute. But it is, I mean, it's the folks over here in North America, especially if you're on the West Coast, I'm mountain time. It's tough. I'm sleepy.
Yeah, no, it's the time change is tough.
Did you ever get some?
Yes, I'm getting sleep. I took your Benadryl advice. I haven't done it. I did it just that first night. I didn't do 2 because I would have been in a coma. But I took 1 Benadryl at 2 in the morning after the show was done, and then all of a sudden I just woke up at 7:30 a.m. and I was like, all right, well, I guess I'll do this recap. But no, I have been sleeping.
Good.
Yeah, getting some sleep, but it's been good. Let's take some voicemails.
Some voicemails?
Right? Yeah.
Great. Okay. Oh, this is a good. Here's a good title. I don't know what these say, but.
Hi, Eric and Aisha. I don't know if Aisha's going to come back on for any Tokyo pods, but I need some help, Aisha. Some background on me. I'm a dad who wakes up at 5 o'clock in the morning every day to have a little bit of time to myself, make breakfast, make lunch, make coffee for everyone. Just have a nice slow morning to my day. And I've been waking up at 5 o'clock and, of course, turning on the TV and watching World Champs in Tokyo, which has been very fun. But it's definitely not a slow start to my day that I'm used to. And so, for example, on the night that George Beamish is winning World Champs gold out of nowhere, or my boy Jimmy Gressier is winning gold out of nowhere, I'm really hit with a real fat adrenaline dump real early in the morning. And then I'm peaking and coming down way hard at about 10 a.m. at work. So about 4 or 5 hours later, and I'm hurting. So as a work boss girly, you got any tips for me on how I can maintain my stamina through the day while waking up early and getting my good fandom in as a track and field fan? All right. Thanks for everything. Bye.
This is a problem. This is like truly a problem. I'm laughing because I crash so hard at 10 a.m. You get up, and I'm not a morning person, but I'm getting this rush of cortisol to my system that I shouldn't have. I'm yelling, I'm screaming, I'm jumping up and down, and then it's like, okay, I guess I have to like I think this is like the plot of Severance. Like I have to like forget that all happened and then like go on with my regular life, I guess. And I like go, I get to work, whatever. I'm like pretty hyped. Like I've had my cup of coffee and the adrenaline. And then yeah, at exactly 10 a.m., it's like someone has unplugged me and I have no will to live. And it's really challenging. So what I'm doing is just drinking excessive amounts of caffeine. And then I've got like one browser or like one tab open at work where I'm like kind of following things along. I'm doing, my morning cup of coffee, couple sippies around, 10 a.m. And then I'm usually getting a matcha in the afternoon. And then I'm wired. Get home, I stare at another screen and talk to my friend Eric, and then I'm really wired, and then I'm barely sleeping. So just know that it's temporary. We're not going to feel good. It's not about us feeling good. It's about us being fans. And after this, we will long for the days where we had reasons to be jumping up and down.
Yeah, no, he's got, we're all fighting here.
We're all fighting.
We're all
Eric's
fighting.
getting 4 hours of sleep every night.
Did you notice how he said he makes breakfast and lunch at 5 a.m.?
Yeah.
I'm like, you're already doing lunch? You didn't do breakfast yet.
I mean, he's probably
That's
packing it for
that's
everyone.
how wired he is.
This man seems like a hero. Like if
like,
you could
those
pack
are the
me
Americans
a lunch,
I know and love. Breakfast and lunch at the same time.
Today I was running so late because I was like too shook from the 1500. I normally have like a piece of toast with some nut butter and berries and it's toasted. Today I just put a piece of bread in the microwave for 10 seconds and then I took it out and took it with me in the car. Like that was my breakfast. It's not going
a piece of bread in the microwave?
Microwaved bread dry. And that was
hold on. We're not just skipping. That's what you did? You put a piece of bread in the microwave and called it?
Yeah. I had to go. I had to go catch the bus. And it was like, am I going to eat something or nothing? And I guess it's just this that I had in my mind. I'm like, you got 15 seconds to figure it out. So heat this up a little bit so you can choke it down in the car.
That is a wild move. That pissed me off.
I'm not doing well. Not doing well. Okay, here's another one.
I'm like, I think you should have fasted.
No, that's not good for you, especially for women. No fasting. It's bad.
It depends on the time of your cycle. We'll get into it. Aisha, you'll get. Okay.
Yeah, you're never gonna catch me fasting. Okay, here's one.
Hey, Eric and Aisha, this is Matt from Maryland. I'm replying to Mac and Chris's question about what the listeners of the show should be called. And it hit me. I think we should be the rail riders. It works on multiple levels. First of all, it could be like distance racing tactics, or it could refer to rail liquor, which I think inspires a lot of the more colorful, amazing voicemails that you guys get. Or it could refer to just how you guys go off the rails and we're just along for the ride. Just off laughing like sociopaths while we're out on a run by ourselves. Anyway, keep doing what you guys are doing. Love the show, and don't you dare let Mac and Chris cut down the length. We love it. All right, guys, bye.
That is genius.
Fantastic.
Rail riders.
Rail riders. That was great.
That's so great. Yeah, done.
And now Chris,
All right.
Chris is
Thanks.
saying Chris is crafting up merch that says shirts that say "Get Railed."
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Or yeah, now he's saying I got railed with Eric and Aisha.
That's so good.
He said, I've never heard of. He said rail liquor.
Yeah, I looked it up. So it's like another way to say like a well, like
from
the well. Yeah, like rail.
I've never heard that.
Also known as a well drink or a house drink. Me either, and that's so good.
Rail, yeah. Rail riders, I love it. And,
yeah,
and if you're a rider, you're along for the ride.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well that I like
Done.
that. Yeah,
I love it. I love
Done.
it. Okay, here's another one.
Yeah, let's do one more.
Hello, Eric and Aisha. I just wanted to first and foremost say that you guys have turned a fan into a fanatic with me. I used to be that person that I'm a runner. I followed a couple athletes, maybe a couple events, checked out a couple interviews. But thanks to you and especially the live streams, like kind of really bringing me in, making me feel like I'm there, letting me know who the athletes are and how these races work. I'm watching it all. It's like I'm working, so it's between, on the commute, turning on the TV after catching all the live streams. It's a full-time affair, and that's largely thanks to these live streams. I love it. And then I also wanted to say I'm really loving that you're diving into the race walk because, I don't know anything about it. I don't watch it, but you guys are the people that teach us that and show us who the players are and who's out there. And I'm excited to dive into that one with you.
That's so sweet.
Very sweet. I also like how a lot of times now there are no questions. People are just calling this just to say their appreciation and that they're fans. Very fun. And I guess we have committed ourselves. Not you. You haven't really committed yourself, but I've now committed myself to becoming a Racewalk fan. And okay. And you're like, not my problem, not my fucking problem, Eric. Like Aisha, I gotta go to the 20K race walk. When is that tomorrow? Fuck.
Let's look it up.
I do want to go. It's just my mornings are busy.
Busy. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so I think the race walk's at 9:50 in the morning. I'm already just like kind of coming up with excuses.
We're gonna have to record before that. Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. Race walkers are like I personally haven't not every year do I get super into it, but the personalities in race walk are really big. And I have seen some of them train in San Moritz and it's nuts. Like they're so fit. They also have like incredibly high VO2 maxes, which is interesting. Yeah, great stuff.
Yeah.
I hope you make it out there.
I'll let you know. I'll report back and I'll be sure to let everybody know my race walk, my first race walk experience.
Do you want to do one more voicemail?
Yeah,
that's a question. Okay. I'm scrolling back. Bear with me. There's a lot of screenshots of betting odds in this chat. Okay. Chris says do this one.
Okay, hi, I love you guys so much. And here's a pitch and a question. Pitch is like broadly, how fun would it be? I love the two of you. You are plenty, and please make the podcast at least 4 hours long going forward. But what if you added a fun guest every now and a while? And this came to mind because I am dying to hear from Kyle Of course, I would love him to go off the rails with you guys. I'm sure there's a lot he can't say, but I miss him and I wish him well. And R.I.P. Kyle, as Chris just said, which made me think of calling you guys. So just a thought. Would love your thoughts either on adding special guest stars. You guys would be such great hosts. Or more specifically, the odds of getting Kyle on your show. Okay, bye.
Okay, I have an idea. What if we got our hands on a lie detector test?
Yeah, I'm into it.
This would
And we
be
said,
awesome.
Yeah. And we put Kyle through a lie detector test?
Yeah. Yeah, like, what did you know? But it could also be just like a fun, like there could be fun questions of like RIP Kyle questions, but then we could also ask some fun questions to all of our guests in a lie detector test environment.
First off, it's crazy that when Chris said RIP Kyle, I was like, what a fucking wild thing to say. Yeah, I'm like one of your best friends and like incredibly close, and where he's like, RIP Kyle. He's like, dude, what is your problem, man? I would love here's my thing with guests, because I'm sure lots of people are thinking the same question. I wouldn't do like a guest. I would do a guest every now and then, but only if we were like in person, right? It would work if Kyle and you were here, if we're here together, right? But when it's too many people, not all zooming all in, it's not the same thing, right? And like me and you work because it's different, but like it would just be it wouldn't you wouldn't want a guest to zoom in like that. But and especially with Kyle, because everyone does want it, like you want to hear from him and you want to know the inside scoop. But you know, Kyle's not going to give you that. It's like, right? There's things he can't. He's not just going to be able to come on off the rails. Yeah, he's a professional.
Yeah, and let us in on business secrets. Yeah,
he's got a very serious gig. Yeah, and we're like, okay, why don't you very publicly spill all the tea and trash everybody? It's like, yeah, you can't do that. So it's like Kyle would be a good guest to have in general, but only after, because it's like, yeah, Kyle's first public appearance since the downfall of Grand Slam Track is the Off the Rails podcast. And
he's
we're
literally
like,
never been seen in, he hasn't been seen in months.
I mean, Chris is over here saying RIP Kyle, and the revival of, yeah.
The revival is just him in a lie detector test. This is his fingers in like the clips. And yeah, he's like strapped in, ready for the lie detector test.
And Aisha's like, when did you lose your virginity? And he's like, let's just go to the Grand Slam stuff.
It's a great idea. It's foolproof.
Yeah. How old were you during your first hand job? He's like, 14. And Aisha's like, that's a lie, bud. He's like, God, I wish I was just spilling all the tea on Grand Slam.
I should have never agreed to this.
But yeah, it would be fun to do a guest but not yeah. You know, what do you think?
I agree with you. I think when we've had guests in person, I think it's really fun. I can understand that we are very much an acquired taste, like, or polarizing in some ways of you either like to have fun or you don't. I don't know. And I think it could be a little challenging, on Zoom. When you see a lot of people, like, you know, say in four corners of a screen trying to talk about something, it's hard to do. But I do think, when we're after you go on, you know, some famous podcast and you get us freed from our other jobs, then maybe we can record in person and start taking guests.
I would also only want to do a guest. I would only want to do a guest if it was like let's say if Kyle reached out and he was like, hey, I want to come on and actually spill everything, we'd be like, that's fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Like there would have to be an exciting reason.
It'd have to be a very exciting guest, and I wouldn't want to just do random, let's toss this guy in, toss this girl in, see how they do type of thing.
Right. And I think Chris does a really good job with guests. Like Chris interviews all of the athletes and they talk about all the things. Like we don't really have anything to add beyond, like we're not journalists. Like
that was my biggest issue with the Olympic trials was we would do these interviews and Chris would be like, hey, we're gonna have you on, like you come on with me. It's gonna be like Emma Coburn and all these people, and I'm like, what do you mean? I don't have any questions prepared. And then I'm like, I've got 45 minutes to interview like really well known. It's like, oh yeah, like Galen. Well, Galen's like my easiest interview because I at least have a background with him. But then I'd be doing like these interviews with him, and I'd be thinking of questions, and Chris is taking all the good questions. And so then
you're just like a bag of meat there, not giving anything.
Here's what pisses me off, right? Chris fires off great questions, and then he starts looking at me like, okay, after this, you're up. Your question, you're gonna ask a question. And I'm like, I don't have a question. You asked the good question. I'm now fucked.
Yeah.
And like, I look like an idiot. You're setting me up for failure over here.
It is tough. It's tough. We don't have the background. We don't have the background. We're not qualified for that.
We're not qualified. So yeah, that's our take on guests. R.I.P. Kyle.
R.I.P.
I'm excited for Kyle's. Yeah. I'm excited for Kyle to make his return, his social media return. He's got to have a big, like he's gonna need to do a press conference.
He's got to come in big. Yeah. What if he I don't know, when celebrities have a downfall and then they come back and they usually change something about their appearance. Do you think he'll do something like that?
Yeah. This is like Kyle, in his head, because he takes it so seriously. This is his like big scandal, even though he's done nothing wrong, which is great. Yeah. So he's like, yeah, I'm going to need to do it. I'm going to need to really switch up my appearance. He's going to dye his hair. He comes back with dyed hair.
Yeah. Like an Australian mullet or something.
And as soon as we see the Australian mullet, we're like, we forgive you. He's like, you said I didn't do anything wrong. I'm like, oh yeah. Sorry, I was just caught up with public opinion and there's headlines. We probably have to wrap. Oh yeah, these guys have to go do some. I'm like, these guys have to do an interview. I'm probably gonna get roped into it.
Yeah. You better make yourself scarce.
Yes. Are you gonna be available to do another show tomorrow?
Yeah. Do you want to do it earlier so you can go to the race walk?
Oh fuck. Oh great.
You have a lot of things. You got to do your pillow talk analysis. You got to put me on your calendar, and then you got to go to the race walk. So you better get your caffeine going.
We'll text. We'll take
this offline.
I got to figure a lot of stuff out.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're doing great. Everybody's doing great.
We're all doing great. All right. Well, look, this was another great episode of Good Morning Track and Field / Off the Rails. Big day at the track tonight. And then we'll see you guys for the post-race show later this evening. And then we'll be back at some time. We'll figure out the whole race walk situation later. I'm Eric Jenkins. Aisha Praught-Leer. You're like, he's doing the outro, huh?
Okay, I love it. Perfect. Great. Love you. Bye.
All right, love you. Bye.